Hey everyone, this is David J. CPA. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Today I wanted to go over a topic that I think is very important, especially for people who love Dave Ramsey, who love to follow Dave Ramsey. Well, I'm here to say publicly that I think that Dave Ramsey's take, particularly on credit cards, is absolutely false. I do not agree with it. And I want to show you exactly how you can effectively use a credit card to do multiple things in your financial life to better yourself, to help build your credit, to help allow you to be able to purchase different things and give you the best interest rates on loans, things of that nature, as well as the perks that come with effectively using a credit card. But before we dive into that, all I ever ask is that you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit notifications, and hit all. That way you can stay up to date on every video that gets uploaded to this channel, and it'll get you one step closer to becoming financially free and financially savvy with your credit card. So let's get into this today. If you've ever watched any videos about Dave Ramsey, if you've ever been through his Financial Peace University classes, or if you've ever read the book Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey, you know exactly what we're talking about here when we say that Dave Ramsey calls credit cards the devil. He says credit cards are just absolutely not a good instrument to build wealth, not a good instrument to build credit, not because he doesn't even believe in credit, pay cash for everything. And certain things I agree with him. At one point he did say that there are different psychological things that go on when you're actually counting out cash on a counter or swiping plastic. When you count cash on a counter, it causes a pain receptor to go off in your brain because you do not want to hand over the cash. If you just have a piece of plastic, you swipe it, there's literally no guilt associated with that, and I completely agree with that. However, when you are financially savvy and when you understand a budget and when you try to build something as far as credit is concerned, you understand the reason behind why you have a credit card. Okay, I'm not talking about the people who just get credit cards, run them up, and never pay them back. Those are the people that are not financially responsible enough to have a credit card. Now, if you are financially responsible enough to understand how to work a credit card into a budget, and I want to go over that as well, this can be a very good asset for you to build credit as well as get the perks and the protection that come with a credit card versus just using a debit card linked to your checking account. I personally have 2 credit cards, and I have paid $0 in interest my entire life. Okay, it doesn't matter if your interest rate on your credit card is 10%, 5%, 200,000%. That interest is only charged to you if you do not pay your credit card off in full at the end of every month. If you pay your credit card off in full and it's tied to your budget, you will never pay a dime in interest. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get to here today. Now, what are the perks? Now, I personally recommend the Chase Freedom Unlimited credit card. This is a credit card that I use nearly every day of my life. I work it into my budget. Just let me explain to you a couple things that just this credit card will offer to you, and many of them are the same. First of all, purchase protection. Now, purchase protection means is that whenever you have a debit card and you make a purchase for $1,000 online, somebody steals you, somebody rips you off, scams you out of that $1,000. It's going to be very difficult to get that $1,000 back using a debit card. Now, what credit cards companies are financially and legally bound to do is that if you get scammed, they offer purchase protection. So you can get that money back by filing a claim. Somebody steals your ID, somebody steals your credit card number. They instantly flag it. They can capture this, and you are not in the hole any money because it's not specifically linked to your real bank account. This is a credit card company. This is a bank. This is a separate account other than your checking account. Okay, so that's very, very important. Zero liability protection. You will not be held responsible for unauthorized charges made with your card or with your account information. You do not have to worry about paying this. You do not have to worry about anything. If it is unauthorized by you, your credit card company has your back. Okay, as being a loyal client to them, they are loyal to you as well. So that is a very good perk as well. And you get all kind of bonuses and perks. And with this card in particular, you get 5% cash back on travel when you go through Chase Unlimited Rewards. You get 3% cash back at gas stations and drugstores. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, in theory, what that means is if you spend $100 at the gas station or $100 at the drugstore, you get $3 back. So you're basically getting a 3% discount every time you go to the gas station and every time you go to the drugstore. Now that is very, very beneficial. Also, you get 1.5% cash back on everything else, every purchase. Every time you use this card, you are instantly getting a 1.5% discount on everything you buy. Now here's the deal, okay? Are you going to go to the gas station regardless of whether you have a credit card or not? Yes. Are you going to buy things whether you have a credit card or not? Yes. So the perk of having a credit card and effectively using it, one of the key benefits is you get instant discounts on things that you're going to do anyway. Will you travel regardless? Yes. So that is one of the big things that a credit card can do for you if you know how to effectively manage it. So that is a very, very good thing. Also, with this particular card, and I know most credit cards have this as well, there are different bonuses that you get when you become a card holder of a bank's credit card or of a lender's credit card. With this one, the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, I got $200 cash back, okay, when I spent $500 in the first 3 months. Okay, so I spend $500 the first 3 months I open my account, I open my credit card, they instantly put $200 in my pocket. Now, am I going to spend $500 in 3 months anyway? Yes. So why would I not take this bonus opportunity and get $200 back in my pocket? Which, by the way, I did. I did take that bonus. I did get the $200. So I ultimately only spent $300 on my card in the 3 months. So that is very, very helpful. Now, that poses the question. How do we effectively put in a credit card in our budget? Let me grab my eraser real fast. It's really, really simple. And see, what a lot of people don't understand is, oh, well, I'm just going to take this credit card, I'm going to run it up, I'm not going to worry about, how much I actually have in my checking account to cover this because it's just free money. I might have a $2,000 limit on my credit card. That gives me $2,000 to go spend on emergencies and stuff I need, and that's what I'm going to do. That is actually not good thinking, not a good mindset. Because what does a credit card ultimately do? build your credit. College students, people that have jobs, people that are just getting into the credit building game. Even if you are an adult established in your career and you don't have credit, this is a good idea to do if you can put it in a budget. And here's how you do it, okay? Let's say in your budget, every 2 weeks, you have a gas line in your budget and you give yourself $80. Okay? Every 2 weeks, you give yourself $80 for gas to put in your car, to go to work and do whatever else. Now, that's fine and dandy. We all do that, okay? Here's what you do. In your budget, you add a line called credit card. Okay? Now, when you get the credit card at first, this is going to be zero. Okay? Now, this credit card can have 27.5% interest, whatever it may be. Okay? A ridiculous amount of interest that could be charged to you if you do not pay this off. Now, let's say one day you're driving, you arrive at the gas station, you spend $40 in gas. Okay? Now here's what you do. Now, if this credit card line was out of the picture, what would you do in your budget? You would take 80 minus what you spent, and you would be left with $40 in your gas budget. Now that's if you used your debit card linked to your checking account. And if this was not here, now you're going to use your credit card because you know if you have the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, you get 3% off on gas. Okay? So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that 3% discount. So I'm going to use my credit card for this gas. I'm going to spend the $40 with the credit card. Now I'm still going to take it out of my gas budget because I did spend money on gas. Okay? So I no longer have $80. I now have $40 in my gas line. Now here, okay, I no longer have $0 on my credit card account. Now I have $40 on my credit card account. Now what did that do to your checking account? Absolutely nothing. That did not do absolutely nothing. You still have the $80 in your checking account. Okay? You still have the $80 in your checking account. All we did was move money from the gas budget line to the credit card. Now we haven't paid the credit card yet, so we still have the $80 sitting in our checking account. But now we know at the end of the month we have $40 sitting in our credit card line on our budget. So when the end of the month comes and we're ready to pay our credit card, we're going to spend the $40. We're going to go pay our credit card. That brings our credit card balance back down to zero. And we never pay interest. Not a dime. Why? Because you paid it off in full at the end of the month. Same thing with groceries. If you had $100 in groceries up here and you spent $100 in groceries, you take the $100 out, that comes to zero. You add the $100 to your credit card, and now you have $140. You go and pay it, the $140, it still brings you down to zero. You don't pay a dime of interest. So I do not agree with Dave Ramsey. I believe that credit cards can be very effective in your personal financial life if you understand a budget and you understand how to put it in your budget to where you never pay a dime of interest and you reap all the benefits that come with owning a credit card and being a client from a credit card company. The bonuses, the fraud protection, the purchases protection, everything else that comes with it, the cash back that you could get with some of these cards, such as the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. Why wouldn't you want to do this? If you do not have a budget, don't do it. Be able to effectively manipulate a budget first, then you can take that leap, get yourself a credit card, reap the 3% cashback bonus, reap the 1.5% purchase bonus on everything else. Why? Because you're going to spend it anyway. Okay? So that's what I have for you this evening. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate your support in helping me with this channel. And like I always say, let's get out there and become financially free.